Hello, I am Stephanie Moberly, and we're going to go over some parent rights. To start off, the procedural safeguards or parent rights were designed to help schools and parents work together to develop effective educational programs for children with disabilities. So this is what your parents' rights were designed for. If we keep going, so parent participation. Schools are to ensure that parents have the opportunity to be members of the IEP team that makes decisions on the educational placement for their child. Every child with an exceptionality is entitled to receive a free, appropriate public education, which is known as a FAPE. These are provided at public expense, under public supervision and direction, and without charge. They should meet the standards of the state board, and they include an appropriate preschool, elementary, and secondary school education, and are provided in conformity with an individualized education program. In addition to involving parents in making decisions about their children, schools should strive to involve parents in their school improvement planning process. Parents should be involved in the designing, evaluating, and, when necessary, implementing the school improvement. A definition of a parent. So what is considered a parent for these parent rights? So a parent is a natural or a biological parent. It could be an adoptive parent, a person acting as a parent, so like a grandparent, for example, a legal guardian, an officially appointed education advocate, or a foster parent. Copy of these parents' rights need to be given to parents. Either it says at least one time per school year, upon a referral or parent request for initial evaluation, so when they're starting the whole procedure, when a first formal complaint is filed, upon a disciplinary removal from school that constitute a change of placement, or upon parent request at any time. Prior written notice must be provided to parents with a reasonable amount of time, usually within 10 days, before the date the school proposed to initiate or change the identification, evaluation, the educational placement of their child, provision of special education, and related services to their child. Parent consent is required for these actions. So a parent must be notified prior to this happening. Consent to conduct an initial evaluation, to conduct a re-eval, consent for the initial provision of services on the EIP. They need consent to make a substantial change in placement, and this should be if they're changing more than 25% of the child's day. If they're going to make a material change in services, again, more than 25%. If they plan to add any services or delete a service completely, and that has to be 100% deleted, or consent for evaluation or services in a private school. Parents must be parents need consent for all of these. Here is some places where you can go to get some more information on understanding your parents' rights: the Kansas Department of Education, Families Together, the Disability Rights Center of Kansas, and Keys for Networking, and their numbers here are included. And then I got all of my information for this from Chapter 1 of the Parents' Rights and Special Education Safeguards from the Kansas Department of Education. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.